today we set off on a test drive. Crowds of fans turn out to cheer us on, and Bruiser pops up to ask, "What's that noise?" Now then, and welcome to the video. First of all, I'd like to say a big thank you to all you likers, watchers and subscribers, because without you, well, I'd just be talking to myself. And thank you very much to all you commenters. We've enjoyed reading all your little messages of support over the last couple of weeks. In today's video, after putting in all the exertions of putting in the refurbished diesel pump, we're going to take on a test drive. Just a short one, probably a mile, maybe not even that, and only about an hour and a half's cruise. Let's have a look at where we went. Here we are with the trusty pointy screwdriver pencil. And for today's journey, we begin here just before bridge number 84, and we make our way through the duckweed, which we've been having a lot of problems with this year, right the way down to bridge 79. Like we said, maybe just a mile and an hours and a half trip. Let's crack on. And we're finally off away from our semi-permanent moorings that have been for the past 4 or 5 weeks. Really looking forward to this cruise we were. And as crowds of adoring fans thronged the canal side, we sailed along merrily towards our destination. I'll tell you what, we couldn't have picked a better day for it. We shot this footage around about June of 2021. Just as the weather was beginning to get lovely. As you can see, in some places that duckweed gets really thick. There's also a couple of big clumps of weeds floating down the canal as well. Doesn't really affect us that much, the weed, but a quick blast of reverse and usually clears them. But some of the cruisers and other narrowboats, they're raw water cooled, which means they suck canal water up through the engine and back out again through an impeller. And there's loads of stories going around about blockages and overheating. Some smashing little moorings down here in a lovely caravan park. Can't remember the name of any of it. And I can't remember the name of the 2 people that I spoke to who were on a boat there. I really must write people's names down. We're heading south now towards Garstang, or if you don't know where that is, Preston. And if you don't know where that is, well, you never lived. We're about halfway through the journey today, and all the dials look good. so we're not too worried about that at the moment. This duckweed though is getting to be a bit of an issue. It keeps clogging up the propeller and we keep having to give it a blast to reverse. I don't really want to push the engine that hard, so I'm looking forward to a nice clear patch in the not too distant future. And look, it's as if I planned it. Clear water. Now, here's a controversial topic for any canal really, not just the Lanky. It's all over the network. And I think the Canal and River Trust can't do right for doing wrong on this one. Unfortunately, some people don't like this unkempt look. I'm not too bothered about it. It might be great for the bees, but it's not great for the towpath. The Lanky uses timber boards to shore up the towpath, and only in a couple of areas have we got the Armco, the metal railings that you see. That sky was beautiful, wasn't it? What a cracking day. Anyway, back to what I was saying. It's timber boarded, and these weeds, or plants as you might call them, push the boarding over. Over the other side of that hill is the A6 and the M6 and a little village, well, I think it's a village called Bay Horse. If I had a drone, I'd be able to take you up there and show you a bird's eye view. Well, I have got a drone, but I can't use the damn thing and it keeps flying off, so I'm not going to bother using it at all. Let's just enjoy the view from the boat. Talking of views, this is one I didn't want to see. Yes, with that smoky engine, we decided it was best we pull over. It's a bit on the shallow side here, and a little bit overgrown as well. We'll keep on going. Plenty of sunshine around at this time of year. Should do our batteries a world of good through that solar panel. Oh yeah, did I not mention we got a solar panel? That engine noise was not getting any better. Even Bruiser came to have a look. And as we clear this corner, there looks like there's a cracking little spot just up ahead before that bridge. And that was that. We moored there just before Bridge 79, which is Cockham Road Bridge. If you want to have a look at it on a map. A lovely little spot. Bit overcast with the trees and what have you, which didn't do the solar any good. But there's another story. And we stopped there for the full 2 weeks. I had to do some engine checks, and I found some worrying news. I'd used about 4.5 litres of oil in just that little trip there, so the engine was basically empty. It wasn't all doom and gloom. We found that the diesel pump was doing its job. We'd had a lovely trip, the weather was fine, there was barely anyone else moving on the canal, so we had it all to ourselves. And we got to say hello to a few people along the way, both on the towpath and in some boats that were just moored up. So we had a decision to make. Do we stay put and fettle with the engine, or do we move on and give her another test run? But before we do that, you may have noticed a couple of changes to the boat. We've got a solar panel and there's a big red patch on the roof. What's that all about? Well, here's a sneaky peek. Oh, that looks nasty. If you enjoyed this video, give us a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and if you click that little bell icon, YouTube will remind you next time we release one. Well, that's everything on my list. I reckon we'll call it a draw for this one. Till next time.